Well, Transformer Tuesday was pretty quiet with that one pre-order from Yuki Kaze. It seems like Wednesday today has been quite busy. We just talked about the Transformers X G.I. Joe Bumblebee crossover. And now we have this dropping from Super 7 with the next continuation of their Transformers Ultimates action figure line with their Wave 4 pre-orders and images of everything here. Now, I got to say this time around, and I love everything that Super 7 has been doing, not just with Transformers, but all of their brands, they do fantastic stuff, and I've always sung their praises. But looking at this wave this time around, I feel like they're kind of really holding back. I don't know if maybe because sales of the Super 7 stuff has not been as stellar, and so this is a more lighter wave. I'll get deeper into that, why I think it, but the first thing that comes to mind is the first three waves that we've had of the Transformers Ultimate stuff have always been 4 figures. This time around, we have only 3 figures. And of those 3 figures, 2 of them are retools/repaints. Maybe this is just a filler wave. Maybe they're just buying themselves some time for another big wave with Wave 5, let's say. But I do find it a little peculiar, and there's even little finer details, too, that also make me kind of raise an eyebrow. So let's get into that. There's 3 different releases with Wave 4 here. We have a Optimus Prime that is literally dying. They listed here as Fallen Leader Optimus Prime, obviously representing him when he died and turned gray in the 1986 Transformers the movie. We have G1 Soundwave making his debut, and he's the brand new mold of this wave. And then we have the long overdue, and we knew it was coming, a actual normal colored Starscream. And we'll get into that in a moment. So the first one we have here, again, Fallen Leader Optimus Prime. A very bare bones kind of release. It takes that Wave 1 Optimus Prime that we got back in January of 2021 last year, and it takes away 90% of his accessories, just kind of gives you 2 open hands, 2 closed hands with peg holes, and then a open hand that the gun could be put in, and a matrix of leadership. It's the mold itself has been resculpted. It has all the battle damage on it. It has the little, I guess we'll call it the area that the Energon bleed out happened from that really killed Optimus in his lower abdomen. The damaged face, the cracked windshield. So it's a brand new sculpt in a small sense in that they just took the original Wave 1 and really went to town on a brand new tooling. But otherwise, everything else is kind of the same. It's kind of the same hand sculpts, just with battle damage. I don't know if it's paint or if it's actual cracked tooling. That's something that has to be seen in person. It's the same thing, too, with a lot of the cracked damage. Is that just paint crack damage, or is it actually sculpted tooling of crack damage? Even on his Ion Blaster, it's the same thing, too. And he comes with a Matrix of Leadership, which I guess for the open hand is fine. But when you really think about, and this is like, me putting my nerd glasses on, but, this is one of these things that when he turned gray, he was already lying down. His chest was already opened up, and the Matrix was already in the chest of Ultra Magnus. Now, this has always been an issue that I've had with every single gray Optimus, dead Optimus figure. It just goes all the way back to Sleep Mode Masterpiece Optimus all those years ago, where I joked that, what am I going to just buy this just to lie it down? Because what's the point of all the other accessories that come with it? Again, the obvious repaint. But in this case, the fact that his chest doesn't open, the fact that the Matrix is there, I don't know. It's one of those weird ones. Sure, it's an obvious, easy repaint. I personally think I would have just gone with a Nemesis Prime repaint, an Ultra Magnus repaint. The Dead Optimus one is always the weird one for me. It's always the weird one. And the fact that you're still paying $55, like the same price as the original Wave 1, and you literally have none of the accessories. You don't get the surfboard. You don't get the Energon axe. You don't get the basketball. You don't get the jetpack. You don't get the Energon web. You don't get the... I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the toy accurate head sculpt. There was a whole bunch of pieces it came with. This, you just get the fist. You just get the Matrix, which also there was a Matrix with the original if you have it. And you just get the Ion Cannon, which was also available. So I think it's a bare bones release, but you're still paying full price. And it's something that's, I don't know, again, it's just not topical. You're buying it to lie it down. If they would have just released it like this, and just had the opening chest and made it a little cheaper, I think people would be more receptive to it. That's just my take. Speaking of also something that could have benefited from an opening chest or an opening, chest piece, let's talk about the G1 Soundwave here. Now, this is a new sculpt. I appreciate what's going on here because there is a little few nods and details that are cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, sure. We already got an opening chest Soundwave through the RED line, and I think that RED Soundwave is one of the few good Transformers RED figures that they've put out that's worth the price. This is $55, and you get tape cassette, which is like, that's great, but it can't even go in the chest, and it's clearly a Laserbeak tape cassette. It has Soundwave in his smaller form for his mass shifting, so you could recreate Roll for It or, any episode that he's been spying. Comes with his cannon gun. Comes with his shoulder cannon, which is probably already on there. Comes with an Energon cube, which doesn't look like it could attach to his chest to mimic him making Energon cubes. Comes with 4 sets of hands, pointing, saluting, holding stuff, closed fist with holes, closed fist completely. And the big part that I appreciate, it comes with regular cartoon accurate head, toy accurate head with the yellow visor, and this is the really cool one, Marvel Comics inspired accurate head, which is the very first few issues. Soundwave had a really different kind of design. Also, this head has also been seen in coloring books and stuff like that too. So if there is a selling point for me personally with this, is to get this and have a comic book Marvel accurate Soundwave and just put that head sculpt on there. But then, shouldn't he be purple? Shouldn't he be purple, not blue? So it's almost kind of wasted in that case, where if he had that purple hue, then I'd get it. So again, I appreciate the effort that was done here, but $55 and it kind of misses the boat. And I'm the weird one that would want it for the comic stuff, and it still doesn't kind of do the job 100%. I don't know. Again, I'm actually not feeling it. I was praising 3 waves of Transformers Ultimate stuff, and this is the time where I'm kind of going like, everything's missing the boat here. I don't know. And then the last one, this was one that we knew was just going to come sooner or later. It's just 7 months late. When we got Wave 1 of the Ultimates, we had a Ghost Starscream. And the Ghost Starscream was a bare basic release. Just came with 2 sets of hands, the toy accurate head sculpt, the show accurate head sculpt, and then a different kind of facial expression. But it was done in a clear translucent to make it ghost colors. Didn't come with any other accessories that first release, $55. This time around, now we're getting the good stuff. So now we have that same sculpt, but now it's actually solid colors. It's not Ghost Starscream. It is the Starscream we wanted. And he comes with extra accessories. He comes with the same interchangeable hands that were available before. He comes with a Energon cube. He comes with a gun mode Megatron that you could put in his hand. He comes with the giant cannon that was from the episode The Core. He comes with, again, just like the Ghost version, but now done in solid, the toy accurate head sculpt and a interchangeable reaction face. He comes with the little claw accessory that was also from, I think it was from the episode The Core. It was also from, I know that the recent Masterpiece, the MP52, had it that goes over his hand. So this one comes with a bunch of accessories and is the more justifiable. And I kind of find it ironic that in Wave 1, we had a dead character and an alive character. In Wave 2, the dead character and alive character, in Wave 4, the dead character and the alive character have now swapped. And now Starscream's the one that's alive in this with the bunch of accessories, and Optimus is the one that's dead with the limited accessories. So yeah, it is what it is. Also, again, $55. So it's only these 3 that's available. And to reiterate what we had before, we had in Wave 1, we had Optimus Prime, G1 colors, all those accessories. We had Bonsai-tron, which was really cool. We had Bombshell, which comes with his Action Master accessory. So also played with the fact that these toys don't transform, but they still have kind of an Action Master vibe to them. We had Ghost Starscream that I just mentioned. Wave 2 came with G1 Megatron. It came with Trax, it came with Bludgeon, and it came with a Dino mode Grimlock, which was pretty hype. And Wave 3, that was also pretty clever and did a lot of cool stuff. We got the G1 IDW Comics Tarn with Nickel, so that was a nice first kind of release from an official standpoint. We got a G2 Megatron to be complementary with that G2 Bludgeon and some of the accessories that were available. We got a G1 Wreck-Gar, which was hype. And then an Alligator-Con in the Optimus Alligator. So still pretty dig that also. I like what I see. It's just that this final wave that we have at this point, it might not be the final wave, but I'll tell you, reducing it from 4 to 3 figures, 2 of them being repaint retools, and one of them, I don't know. Again, maybe all the budget went into Soundwave, and I still feel they kind of missed the boat. And when you do have alternatives as a collector where, I mean, how much better is this Soundwave to the RED one? And RED has been hit or miss for me. Don't get me wrong. I still feel that it's not a perfect line either. But I mean, the Soundwave's pretty good. And at least the chest opens on that Soundwave and you can put a tape in it. I don't know. It's just my hot take. That's just how I feel. Maybe it'll be better later, I guess. Maybe we'll get a wave 5 and I'll put my foot in my mouth and these will just be, just a filler wave. So these are supposed to come out summer of 2023. Still have a huge pre-order window on this. And they are $55 a piece. And of course, they have a group value also if you want to do that. Again, super7.com if you want to check it out. Just not feeling it this time.